guys, we're on day 6, week 2. I'm Benzie. This is my friend Clara. And I thought it was important to film right now because Clara's having an extra difficult time this morning staying awake, and just like no matter what we do, keeps microsleeping.
I think they don't feel micro anymore, and I want you to describe what we've done so far.
Okay. So first, we were watching Crazy Ex-Girlfriend, which purposely was chosen because it's a more like, I'm an upbeat show with songs. And, which was working in your last
so.
Yeah.
I remember the first episode.
And then, so I noticed Clara was starting to fall asleep during the episode, and I was like, Clara, open your eyes. And then it'd be like literally like less than 10. Clara, open your eyes. Clara, open your eyes. Clara, open your eyes. Over and over again. And then that's why I stopped the show eventually, and I said, okay, like, this is not working, you need to stand up. And that took a lot of convincing you. You didn't for a while. I had Claire do some tongue twisters, say the alphabet backwards, try to list prime numbers.
I'm really good at tongue twisters.
Yeah.
Or I'm really bad at tongue twisters.
So, yeah, so even doing those things, Clara was clearly falling asleep, and I was like, Clara, please stand up. You need to stand up. So I finally got her to stand up and just like do a little like lap around the living room, but then she immediately like sat back down on the couch and was falling asleep again, and I was like, no, like we need to be up doing something. So I got her to do this like song I used to do in theater called Alive, Awake, Alert, Enthusiastic.
When I did it.
And you start like a little finger move, like it's an escalating song, so you start with little finger movements, and by the end you're like jumping up and down.
I didn't jump, but I did flop like a fish.
Yeah, you were at least doing a lot of movement.
Yeah. I took it there. I was gonna brush my teeth before we started this. I want to show off my tongue twister skills. Okay. But I can't remember it, so never mind. Move on. It's about bugs. Whatever.
One big black bug.
Okay, one big black bug bled big black bug blood, while the other big black bug bled blue.
Yeah.
See, I'm great.
Also, before all this, I made Clara a smoothie with like little bubble tea bubbles in it, and
I was just chewing on them.
So you were trying to.
This is perfect. I'll just chew on these and never fall asleep because I'm busy chewing, which has worked with other like sleepy time scenarios.
Yeah, but you said you were just falling asleep with them in your mouth. Right?
Yeah. So I was like, it became too like I don't know. I was like tired of putting them in my mouth. It was like too much work, so I set them down, and then I was like, oh, my head's too heavy to hold up. I'm just gonna slouch a little more, and then. It feels like my head is like coated with invisible cement. Yeah, I
haven't had as like this amount of difficulty keeping Clara awake at any other stage until now. This has been the most like the other times we talked about like, oh, we're so miserable, stuff like that.
Yeah, I've had like
this is actively like I feel like if I wasn't here, there's no.
Yeah, I'd be
you just
asleep.
Yep.
Yeah. Yep. And I feel like other days that have been hard have felt more emotionally fraught. I don't feel very emotional right now. I mostly just feel like frustrated and then sometimes a little bit like resigned. And I'm glad you brought up like you either need to stand up or just like take an extra nap.
Yeah. And I was like, I don't think I want to do that. I don't think I should do that because I haven't done the research. And I'm too sleepy to do the research right now, so I definitely can't make that decision right now. I'm gonna drip toothpaste on myself.
Yeah. So I was like, I think we really need to film this because it's a different thing. And if I would really like, I mean, hopefully we won't be dealing with this anymore. But if you have ideas on how to force someone to be awake, put them in the comments below.
You had so many ideas. You made me list prime numbers.
Yeah.
Did you check any of my prime numbers? Could I have just said anything to you?
Yeah, you could have.
Okay, now I want to go again, but I just want to list like random crazy numbers and just like go as high as I can.
mean, for the purpose of keeping you awake, it didn't actually matter if you were saying prime numbers or not.
Good point.
All I cared about is that your mouth is moving so you were not sleeping.
Oh, you should have done Fibonacci numbers because that I could actually calculate.
Hmm.
Yeah, prime numbers are way more annoying to verify.
Yeah. Oh, and then I tried to get Claire to read
Fox and Socks, which you
but
don't
I guess I don't have,
you
which I'm
tease.
shocked because I have like tons of Dr. Seuss books.
Yeah.
I don't know how I'm missing that one, but
Love Fox and Socks.
yeah, it is kind of sad because I think both of us really wanted to watch Crazy Ex-Girlfriend, but clearly we can't
I really want to
watch
it.
TV until Claire is awake.
I feel kind of awake right now. I haven't like fallen asleep on this video. That would be so funny and also so embarrassing. So like, I keep thinking about it and like, I think it's not gonna happen, but I kind of wish it would because I think it would be funny. And I don't want it to happen because.
Well, I think talking helps a lot.
Yeah.
And also you're holding that toothbrush with toothpaste, which I think you're a little invested in.
Danger.
Not letting that slip.
Yeah.
So.
You know what you should do? You should give me like 2 raw eggs to hold, and like put me in roller skates.
I have rollerblades.
I don't know how to rollerblade. That's a bad idea. I mean, if you want me to paint your walls with eggs, that's a good idea, actually.
You could just help me paint my walls.
Yeah, but I just really don't want to do that. Instead, what I want to do is just be able to stay awake, but while sitting here being really lazy and not using my muscles or brain.
Yeah, but that doesn't keep you awake.
I would love to, like, peel off the feeling. It feels like I'm...
Oh, can you describe it? Do you remember what you said about cement earlier?
I thought I said it. Yeah, but it feels like my head is, like, dipped in cement. Like almost at an angle, actually. Like, the front, like this. It just feels like all of these muscles are, like, slipping towards relaxed, and like using them in any way or keeping my eyes open is so much work. It's like you know those garage doors? I haven't opened a manual garage door in a minute, so I might be wrong about what that's like. But like, imagine a garage door that really wants to stay closed and you try to lift it and you have to hold it open. Yeah. Maybe it's more like an Indiana Jones thing where you have to like hold it for the B characters, like, and then you gotta roll under and grab your hat or something. But it's like, yeah, it just feels like I'm holding it, and it's like, if I take away one arm, then it starts to lower. It's like, yeah, I need 100% focus to, like, even.
Well, I'm a little worried about when I go take my nap now.
Yeah.
I think you really need to have a plan, maybe to do that yoga video or something. Mm-hmm. And commit not to sit on the couch.
Yeah, except for the yoga video, it tells you to do things like relax and breathe and close your eyes and lie on the ground with your eyes closed. So I'm honestly, I'm not sure about yoga.
Well, I think you need to commit to not sitting on the couch. The sun is starting to come out. I think after you brush your teeth, we could go on a walk.
Okay, yeah. I don't want, I'm like, no, but I don't want to do that. All I want to do is sit here and watch a stupid show.
I know. I want to watch the show too.
I do want to brush my teeth.
Brush your teeth then.
Blueberry breath. The smoothie was really good.
I'm glad you liked it.
I wish I could have eaten all of the bubbles, but I got bubbled out.
That's okay.
Do you guys want to see how many bubbles she made? Look how many bubbles I ate like half of them already.
Yeah, I accidentally made too many, so I was actually glad when you wanted more. I was like, oh, I'll just give you the rest of them.
Maybe we can save them, make like a, I don't know.
No, they're not really good ones. They're not fresh, and plus I have a giant jar like this big of uncooked ones, so I just usually cook as much as I'm going to eat right then.
Okay. Well, I was going to make a joke about making like a boba tea omelet.
Yeah.
That's what makes it a joke.
I would cook one for you, though.
Really? Yeah. Do you have eggs?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I saw this cool recipe. Can I tell you about it?
Maybe you need food.
Maybe.
Maybe like a little bit of nutrients would wake you up.
Yeah, maybe. I accept. You may feed me now.
I can make you a little egg.
A little egg. Wait, I want to tell you about this recipe I saw. It looked so good. She took eggs, poured it in the pan in a circle, and then she topped it with mushrooms and olives. But she was like, you could do anything, and like, you know, go wild. And then she took a tortilla and she put sun-dried tomato paste on it.
Mm-hmm.
And I probably would have done something else than sun-dried tomatoes because I don't really like the sun-dried, like, tangy flavor. But then she put it on the egg that's, like, almost, it's, like, cooking from the bottom. And she put it on top with the sun-dried tomato down and then pressed it a little bit. And then a few seconds later, she flipped the whole thing. So now the tortilla side down and it's frying in the oil now. And then the egg is cooking from the bottom now through the tortilla.
Mm-hmm.
And then when she took it out, she just rolled it up and then sliced it. So it was like a roll up, but the egg was like attached to the tortilla. It looked so good.
That sounds good.
And I want to make one with spinach and artichokes.
Okay, we could do that. Not right now, but
yeah. That's actually, you know what? I could probably stay awake talking about food a lot. I have a lot of thoughts about food.
Okay. I might fall asleep during that conversation.
That was uncalled for.
Just because I'm not interested in food as much as you?
I don't know why I took that so personally once you put it like that. I did hear you say, that sounds really boring and I hate that suggestion. What you actually said was something, I don't know. Yeah. My stenographer didn't come into work today.
Yeah.
So I can't check the transcript. Everything is so hard to do right now. It feels a little bit like, okay, no, actually, it feels a lot of it like when you wake up from anesthesia from like a procedure, and you're like lying down and you want to take your time, but they want to like rush you out the door because they've only got, I don't know, if there's like finite beds or something. I don't know what their problem is, dang nurses, but I mean, thank you nurses, goddesses of the healthcare, whatever. But yeah, they're always like, you have to sit up, and I was like, I don't want to. Because of you, like, you drugged me. and they're like, no, you're ready. And it's like, why are you in charge of me? And then you have to sit up, and it's like, can I sit up all the way to the other side? And then, yeah, it's like, you don't even bring me crackers very fast. I just want to eat the crackers sideways. Like, I don't know, man.
You just want to eat a cracker sideways.
I just really want to go to sleep, but I want to like achieve my goals.
Clara, take a 7th nap.
I don't know though, because I should have done the research. I feel like you took a 7th nap and then you overslept
by 6 minutes.
Yeah, but like I woke you up, and you didn't meet you when I woke you up. Like you don't remember the parts of that interaction that were like really silly. And I just feel like I actually still haven't had trouble waking up from my naps. Like all of my naps have been.
Yeah, but you have trouble being awake.
Right now I do.
Yeah.
Maybe this is like the home stretch. I don't know how this works.
Okay.
Maybe tomorrow it'll click into place and then it'll be an Ubermensch. Do you know what this is?
No.
It's where your head is so fancy it needs a shelf to sit on.
Oh. Interesting.
I think that's what it means in my mind.
Okay.
I'm not a whole person right now. Okay, I'm gonna brush my teeth. Yeah, any more questions?
What do you think about the Crazy Ex-Girlfriend so far?
It's pretty funny.
Claire's seen all of episode 1 and like 5 minutes of episode 2.
Yeah, I like that she is so flawed.
Yeah.
I find that really relatable. And I know a spoiler, like I know that from the like diagnosis episode, because that was shown to me right after I got diagnosed with like not a mental disorder, but like another thing, and it was like really. Anyway, so I know that in the future the show gets really poignant about the sort of mixed bag of diagnosis where you're like actually pretty relieved that there is something real wrong with you to explain all the symptoms you're having, which I related to. And and all the characters seem like people, so that's what you want.
What you want?
They've all got faces. That seems right, in place.
They do have faces.
Walking around, going to places.
Oh god, you're
Plot
so
and
cute.
structure.
All right, we're gonna let Clara brush her teeth. Hopefully, we'll take a walk after that. I'd really appreciate some commentary on the situation. So, like, comment, subscribe, and share. Looking forward to see you guys as we continue our day.
I'm not stopping. I'm done. Why are you stopping? I'm so mad at you.